This is another video on fretboard knowledge, a few ideas on how to expand your knowledge on where things are on the fretboard and where, without gaps, so to speak. So the first one is minute position, and the second one, which we'll see in a minute, is what I call descending up scale, which is something that probably people already do without thinking about it, but is a bit more organized, so to speak. So minute positions. Minute position is just a 1 octave major scale. Obviously, all these exercises you can do with anything else. Modes, minor scales, and whatever else. But major scale is just something that everybody, I feel, has in their ears. That they know the sound of that scale. So you could find your way even if you don't know how to, either read music or stuff like that. So minute positions, 1 octave major scale in different areas of the guitar. So let's start from C. Okay, so 3 strings in position, 1 octave. I know the C is down here. I know the C is here. I know the C is here. Okay, so I found different versions of that around the guitar. Wherever there is a C, I will find a 1 octave scale. Obviously, now I can start. I usually tend to start with my either index or middle finger, but I find that because obviously you could start from any finger. I could do this with second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Okay, so try and explore a little bit. So try and not always start. Obviously, don't want to go through every combination. It'll be way too much. Every key, every finger, every note. But try to make some variations. Sometimes we start from your index finger. Sometimes start from your little finger. Let's say I'm going to do F now. I'm going to start, because obviously I'm down here, I'm going to start with my index finger. Then the next one, which is here, I'm going to start with my second finger. Then here I'm going to try my third finger. Tricky because of the open string, but so then let's do B flat. B flat, let's start from this B flat. Start with my little finger. Then I'm going to try and find another B flat. And start with my third finger. And so on. I'm not going to bore you with every key. But, if you've seen the other videos, that you can go through every possible, every one of the 12 keys in fourths. So you would go C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, and so on. Obviously, then you can, this is quite handy because you can just be with small variations. Once you know where every minute position of the major scale is on the guitar, then you can find everything else, because it's easy to, by logic, find another scale from the major scale by just changing one of the notes or two of the notes. Let's say C major, C melodic minor, just obviously lower the minor third. So if you know all these formulas, it's really easy to find things. Okay, Mixolydian, and so on. So the next exercise is what I call the descending up scale. And again, you can do this with any type of scale, but we will see again, just for ease, the major scale. Usually, when you play a major scale, you tend to go in this direction, which I call down because of the pitch, obviously. So let's say this is the low part of the fretboard and this is the high part of the fretboard. I'd say going up is this way and going down is this way. And if I play a major scale, I would call this a descending major scale. So you see I've played a descending C major scale from a high note to a low note, and I've gone down on the fretboard. Okay, where now what I want to do, I want to start, let's say from the same spot, but I want to play a descending scale, so the same thing, but go up on the fretboard. Okay, and you see that usually you end up playing 1, 2 notes. Obviously depends what you're going to play, but in this case you're going to play 2 notes per string. Oop. Okay, so if I play F, again, same thing. If I play B flat, and again, you can start from any, you know. Okay. This is great because obviously it gives you, you know, a different perspective on scales. You can probably play the ascending going down. You have to start really high up. Okay, so. Ooh, sorry about that. So you see that I've shifted of pretty much 2 notes, and I've gone, that was an ascending going down. So I'm basically going, you know, it's deceptive. You're going the opposite way of where your hand wants to go. And this is great because you can end up in places where you wouldn't necessarily go, and it breaks patterns that you usually play. And I find this great, especially to shift position. I do this all the time. I'm going to make a little example of what I mean with, you know, the practical use of this descending up scale. So let's just assume I'm playing an F. Okay, that's kind of an F major. So you see that there, what I did, I've gone down, higher on the guitar, but down on the scale. Now I have access to much higher notes. I can skip, I can jump from that note to a much higher note, which is probably about 2 octaves higher. Where if I had gone down on the guitar, down on the fretboard, I would have had to jump so much to play that note. And I think also in terms of tone, it changes a little bit, that the sound of playing certain notes down here and certain notes down here is different, so to speak. I feel that some of the notes are fatter down here. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, of course, if you have any questions, write them down in the comment section. If you want any lessons or ideas for these videos, write them in the comment section, and subscribe, and the usual. Take it easy.